Yeah, humming along with Sandy music, of course. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. We're playing Final Fantasy XI tonight, doing more Treasures of Aht Urhgan. It's getting really good. We know that Usopp has to become the next Dark Rider, so he's going to become Odin somehow. And we're going to try to see if we can stop that from happening, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. And we know that the Empire, or whatever they're called, are they Empire? I can't remember. Whitegate is building a mechanism for Alexander. They're trying to bring back Alexander, and so we have two summons. Well, we're not summons in this game, I don't think. Actually, Alexander is a summon because he has perfect defense. Yeah. So, yeah, it's going to be exciting and good, and we're going to try to get through as much as we can tonight. I don't think we're going to finish the expansion, but we should go through quite a bit of it. Because the reason we can't finish the expansion is because there's some wait until next game day crap. I don't know why they do that, but it's crap. Okay, so Seribot is here and says, why do scuba divers fall backwards into the water? Because if they fell forwards, they would still be in the boat. Yep. That is very logical, Seribot. So I'm just getting a little settled here. Alright. So I was on Red Mage last time because we were killing time, and so I need to change back to White Mage. I might get some room on my desk here. Okay. What is my controller stuck on? Oh, I see. Too many cords on my desk. I literally have 4 game controllers on my desk right now, and they kind of got a little tangled, so yeah. Alright, so let's go change back to White Mage and go back to Treasures of Aht Urhgan. Okay. Travel to another home point, current region, sovereign, lockhouse. Yes, please. Okay. I still have to do the one back alley. I forget which one it is. I think Windhurst. I still have to do it on this character because that's why it keeps yelling at me. Okay. Alright, and get my macros. Make sure all my gear's on. Oh, I forgot I had a Tough Note wand. That's a good wand. Yes, that's good, that's good. Is this my... Yeah, protecting shell airing. Warp ring we can put... Sharona's ring on. Okay. So we left off on, we should be on mission 38. Let's see. Urhgan, Stirrings of War. Yes, that's mission 38. And it told us to wait a game day in zone before heading to the tea house in Aht Urhgan. So we are heading there. House is down there. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Go up the stairs. Okay. What? How? Fine. I'll visit the Grand Duke Palace myself. Rodin Commodin, perhaps you might consider lowering your voice? How can you be so calm? War is about to engulf us. Hey, will you put a sock in it and let me finish? Nashi? You can't blame the spy for getting excited. As I was saying, IMA has reported that the council hasn't reached a conclusion yet. They've just decided to call it recess. The council has continued long past the scheduled duration, and now this recess? Have they made so little progress? How should I know? No one tells me anything. Why don't you ask IMA next time you see her? Besides, I'm here on orders from the captain. Well, some super secret state business? Well, not exactly. I'm trying to find a mercenary by the name of Siofra. She's supposed to be attending the council. IMA said one of you might know where she is. What's so damn funny? If you got something to say to me, then come right out and say it. Of course. If anyone would have a more intimate understanding of the state of the Empire than us, it would be Siofra. Great. Now where do I find her? Now, hold on there. We haven't even seen proof that you're really a Mithril Musketeer. You can't expect us to just spill information on the ground like so many beings, Mr. Naji. Siofra, Excellent timing. So here's the official summons with your name in bold. Go on, take it. Najee hands you an Allied Council summons. And my work is done. Off with you to the Grand Duke Palace. You're not escorting Siofra to Juno? Me? I'm no babysitter. Besides, I have something else to attend to while I'm here. See you at the palace, Siofra. Right. Now where's this place that's always under siege by the beastmen? It's time for some action. He's gonna do besieged. Okay. Head to Rulu Gardens. I feel like I run so slow in this game. I need sprint shoes. There is such a thing called sprint shoes in this game. They make you sprint. But, they're only good for like 15 charges. So it's like, what's the point? I don't know if they've added anything better with sprint shoes since I stopped playing 12 years ago. Siofra! You're about to enter the council? Glad to see you made it in time. Right then, this way to the meeting room. But before you go in, why don't you take a few moments to gather your thoughts? I mean, they've been going at this for hours. I doubt they'll miss you for a couple minutes more. As I've already stated numerous times, it is in our best interest to prevent the completion of the Empire's secret weapon, this Iron Colossus of theirs. Bastok is prepared to employ military action to accomplish this goal, without your support if necessary. I am in full agreement with the captain in this case. The Empire's intentions are clear. We must not lose this race. But if we mobilize our forces, we will be giving the Grand Vizier and his supporters just the ammunition they need to fuel a full-scale war. The Empress yet retains loyal subjects within her realm. I believe we can still avoid open confrontation. Oh ho ho ho! So unlike you, my dear prince. Your sentimental view of the situation is making me wince. If I'm not mistaken, Your Highness, wasn't it one of your agents that described the Empress's position as little more than a puppet on the throne? This will be a conflict of epic proportions. Perhaps we should strive harder for a diplomatic solution. While I agree with you in theory, we walk a dangerous line. Despite a state of constant warfare, the sprawling empire commands staggering resources. If we fail to make the first move, we can face casualties on the scale of a great war. The Great War? Surely you jest. The carnage from this apocalypse will be far greater than all the rest. Worse than the Great War? You all know of Gordius, I presume. It is best that we're all aware of his potential source of doom. One does not lightly forget such an object. You speak of a sacred artifact kept within the Valara temple. An amazing creation worthy of mention. But that is not the phenomenon to which I wish to draw your attention. I refer to an event from 900 years before. The supernova that was born from Earth and stove a night sky for an entire year, as was passed down in lore. Now I recall from my lessons. This was a miracle bestowed by the goddess that marked the beginning of the Crystal Era. After the glare finally faded, this star of the first magnitude became part of the Alexander constellation, correct? It was merely a coincidence that the supernova's trajectory passed in front of that star. The truth of the matter is more fascinating by far. The trajectory? I don't understand. I discovered an ancient papyrus in the extensive vaults of the epistolary. The following was written in a script bold and flowery. When the light deity clashed with the dark, rent in twain were the heavens, and devastated was the earth by a storm beyond comprehension. I must admit to feeling a degree of shock, for the simple passage described the arrival of Ragnarok. Ragnarok? The northern legend that tells of a twilight of the gods? You mean to tell us if a supernova was in fact the aftermath of a battle between divinities? Oh, so close to the mark. Shall I endeavor to bring you out of the dark? This is my hypothesis based on the facts at hand. The old empire of Aht Urhgan launched their iron colossus, imbued with the spirit of the light deity, high into the air, and attempted to dominate the entire land. The nation that revered a rival deity was unsurprisingly not amused. They sent up the Dark Rider born from sacrifice, and with utter darkness infused. A fierce battle raged in the skies, and eventually both combatants fell to earth, the giant in pieces, and the rider with grave runes to his material form. With this titanic struggle has blasted the land into ruin and left a void in the heavens that spawned a cataclysmic storm. An apocalypse. What a ridiculous story. How could an iron colossus be made to fly? And what does this have to do with the name of the Gordius? We Teru have always been notoriously fussy about our cuisine. The name was probably heard from a trader in foreign goods, is what I mean. The name of the Colossus's heart, given to a star. We have let ourselves be distracted by the condenses. The Gordius should have been our true concern. We can only hope that the Grand Vizier has failed to notice the true value of a treasure under his nose. We must hurry to bring this matter to a close. Nachi reporting in. I brought Siofa back with me. You're late. Where in Anton's name have you been? Take it easy, Aime. Siofra, we are grateful you could come. Your insight will be invaluable. Please, describe to us your impressions of the events unfolding in the Empire. Thanks to your talents, gaining the program data we needed was far less complicated than expected. But the Empress appears to have only a tentative hold on consciousness. Uh-oh. It is nothing to be concerned about. When reading someone's memories with my altered perspective, it occasionally releases images and thoughts sealed deep within the mind. This state of regression is only temporary. She will recover in time. What are you doing to her puppets? Let us begin. So, this day has finally come. That voice! If it isn't Nashmara, then who? I know not who you are, but it appears you have completed construction of Alzadal and unraveled the Gordius. Congratulations are in order. You will soon hold the most awe-inspiring weapon in Urhgan in the palm of your hand, the power of light. Father? But the power of Alexander is a double-edged sword. Mother! The infinite energy of a star. The legends, not to mention the runes, speak eloquently of the destruction that will befall should you make a single misstep. If you possess a shred of compassion, you will halt the program immediately. We hope you choose the wiser course. Humph, a cunning trick, Nashmara, defiant until the last. Oh boy. Behold, this is the will of Alexander. I fear no legend or signs of past failures. I will carve out my own destiny. Oh no! That would wake her up. Afjing? Mingjing? No! No! Thank you, Siofra. I am sure we all felt the immediacy of your experiences. And if we can believe the words of a Grand Vizier, a war with the Empire seems inevitable. I'm afraid I have to agree with you. Then a war shall be. Preparations must be made with all urgency. Bastox and Marta is ready to sail. Once I give the order, the seas will be ours. Are we committed? ho ho ho! Our amphibious guardian advance units were already given the order to deploy. They lay hidden in the Wadra woodlands, primed and waiting to destroy. Already deployed? Was the decision of his council a foregone conclusion? Now, hold on a minute. From what I could gather from Siofra's explanation, this Lusov character wants to prevent Ragnarok as much as we do. Naji, remember your station. And the Empress is of the same mind. Isn't that right, Siofra? The way I see it, there's no need to go head-to-head with the Empire's forces. If we can spirit Lusov out of their clutches, then we can at least put a stop to this Ragnarok business. We might even get a chance to restore authority to the Empress while we're at it. Aime, Siofra, we've all been to Aht Urhgan. We've seen the lives, the smiles, the tears of her people. The citizens of the Empire are as much the children of Atana as we are. War should be considered only after every other avenue has been exhausted. Naji. Oh ho 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 ho! A voice of reason from Bastok, a nation of minds in gloom? And you would plan the strategy yourself, I assume. What? Yes, of course. Wonderful. I admire your ambition. I shall offer the latest model Accardian to escort you on this mission. Thank you, Dr. Shantoto. Very well. And you shall have 2 veteran knights to accompany you as well. And from Juno, you will have the use of our fastest airship, with an ace pilot at the wheel. Prince Trion, Sir Wolfgang. It appears I have no choice. I will inform the president of his operation myself. Captain Volker, then I should... On one condition. Siofra is to go with you. Will you accompany Naji? Join the mission to rescue Lusov? I can say count me in, or I can say I just left the Empire. I'm going to say count me in, because yeah, I still want to rescue Lusov. He's cool. It will be dangerous, but please lend Naji your experience and expertise. Looking forward to working with you, Siofra. Excellent. I'll have Fermosio prepare your transportation at once. I'm sure we all have urgent tasks to attend to. I declare the session of the council at an end. May our actions find Altana's fortune. Okay. So we have to speak to Fermercio. Well, it's optional, but we're going to speak with him. What is it? Do I look like a tour guide? Ah, my apologies. You're here for a Waldrum infiltration operation, correct? The airship Endymion is being prepared for flight. Okay. Now, unfortunately, we have to wait for next game day. I hate that they do that. So, what level is my red mage? 53. We were down in the down in Bostimo, you do that. Leveling it. I don't know where else to go. Let's see. Apps. Alright. Oh, I can go to Esha, but I don't really like Esha. But we might go to Esha. Okay. Download curls and weapons. Okay. Alright, we're going to kill time and level a bit. Because, there's not really much we can do. Until, I mean, I could go shopping, but, we don't want to do that. Where are you at? I'm gonna throw a warp scroll. Okay. Quick film. Oh, wait. E78. Okay. Oh, wait. No. Sorry, I gotta get rid of somebody. Let's get rid of Shantoto. Because I forgot I need a healer. I'm so used to, release. I'm so used to being a white mage. And I only have room in my party for 5 people so far. So let's I have re-raise, I think. I do. Okay, E7, E8, which is up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So let's sneak into Viz. Items. Modifier. Okay. Decent challenge, yeah, they're a little low. By the time I get to camp, it's gonna be time to go back to town. That's fine. Alright, here we go. Incredibly tough. Oh boy. Oh, that's lovely. I don't know if I have... What am I looking for? Okay, this is going to be a pain. Yeah, I need better macros. Or do I have? Okay, I do have Selena. Okay. got this demo anyway. Oh, level up! Okay. Oh, stunned. Cool, I silenced it. Alright, so I can silence them, I can deal them. I should probably work on my bio, but... Deal. You know what I need to add on my, I have Frazzle. I have Distracted Frazzle, which I need to add. Oh. Oh, do these things aggro magic? They might. That's fine. Oh, we got a party. I need to sleep and stuff. Resist the spell. Okay. This is fun. Oh, look. Good. Oh, I don't have erase then. Oh, actually, either don't have erase or my memory's wrong. Nope, I just don't have erase. Well, this is fun. I lost track of who I put refresh on. And I need to put on my health. I do have and I forgot about composure. We're done. let's go back here. Yeah, we just lost our tank. Just need a page. I don't think we can do it with just these guys, but I do have the raise out. Die if I convert. All right, good. We're gonna put Mchuchu out instead of Valara, or how you say his name. Valara has, who else did I lose? I lost my, healer. Valara has an AoE, and I think that's not good for, this area. But what time is it anyway? Oh, it's just about time to leave. Yeah. Let's warp out of here. Super revitalizer. Oh. Alright, we're out of here. I gotta get more echo drops, so we'll do that. I don't know where to get them besides Lumbugo and Sandy or Bastock. I don't know if there's a Moogle here to get them. So that was fun and excitement, but no death of mine. Death of my trust, but if you wonder why I say fun, excitement, death, it's because back when I played this 12 years ago, I was in a link shell that we like to say that because all those terms were in the auto translate, so. So we'll auto-translate it and say, yeah, fun, excitement. Yeah, how many echo drops do I have? 2. And, yeah. Okay, so there are Mughals in the 3-star cities that will sell you medicines and food and stuff. I don't feel like running all the way over there just to get some echo drops, so I'm going to see if there's any on the market board or auction house. Auction house, not market board. We're not playing Final Fantasy 14. We're playing Final Fantasy 11. God damn it! It's the auction house. And I swear this person has been here for like 20 years. I remember them back in the day. They're probably going to be like really expensive on here too. Oh, there's not even a stack up. What do I go for? Yeah, 5, 10k. But so I guess I will go home, or to Bastock. Let's go to Bastock. Maybe? So, Siofra is from Sandy. I did that because they have the best starter ring. But I don't particularly... I've gotten used to Sandy, so I don't mind it now. But I've never really loved it. Bastock is my home. That's where my main character is from, and I just think it's neat. Okay. That's good. Should be good for a while. Alright, where's home point? Okay, so we killed enough time. It's the next game day. We zoned. So we should be able to get the next point cutscene. Yes. It for vet sheet of paper. I'm going to save this because it's got good stuff on the back of that sheet. The airship Endymion is all filled up and going through a final flight check. Are you ready for deployment, Siofra? Are you ready? Ready! Very well. Please continue into the courtyard. The other members of your team are assembled and waiting. Everyone except your mission leader. Naji, was it? Figures you would be late. Siofra, it is good to see you. Do you remember the king? I must apologize for my actions last time we met. I have been repaired at the monastery and will no longer be so erratic. As a recompense, I hereby promote you to provisional jackrake. Wow, you all got here fast. Or am I a little late? You are late, team leader Naji. My apologies. I brought a secret weapon from Bastock and had a devil of a time getting it unwrapped. Secret weapon? There are no secrets among this team. Eh? Oh, fine then. This is an astro detection device designed by Chief Engineer Sid. I don't really understand how it works exactly, but apparently it will help us zone in on the general location of Lusov over Iron Colossus. We do not require any such toy. You have access to the latest technology from Windhurst. Toys? That's rich, coming from an overgrown spinning top. How dare you address the king in such a manner? Enough of this prattling! We are not here for fun and games. If preparations have been made, then I suggest we move out. Wait up, Siofra. I'm on strict orders from Captain Volker to stick by your side at all times. Provisional Jack, do not leave your king behind. Oh, I didn't realize there was a cabin down there where you can see. Do I have your attention, Siofra? I'll go over my mission again for your sake. I have the details memorized, of course. Vandemium will touch down in the waters of the Sickle Moon Straits and will travel north under the cover of darkness. Once we reach the coast of the Wadran Woodlands, our ground team will disembark. We then don our mercenary disguises and slip into Alzabia and notice and rendezvous with Rodin Kaminin. We rendezvous with Rodin Kaminin in Aht Urhgan, Whitegate. Ah, yes, that was the name. Wait, how are you supposed to sneak in, King? I will melt into the crowd with my mastery of mercenary terminology. Observe. Need tank? Please send tell. Okay. Well, don't worry, Siofra. I got your back. "10 degrees to starboard." What in the... Great Atana! That light! Uh-oh. What? Ah! Oh, what's going on out there? Oh, he's so pretty. No tricks. Keep moving, Slug. The age of judgment is at hand. Are they gonna execute him? They better not. Oh. Oh boy. Oh, he changed his clothes? Maybe not. Incredible! You were able to shoot down the airship from an amazing distance, moments after we had detected it. To be honest, I hadn't even made visual contact. A dot appeared on the control panel display. I merely moved a targeting reticle over the dot and pulled the trigger. Amazing! I put this device together with my own hands, but there are still so many functions I have yet to understand. It's actually a little embarrassing. Do not let it concern you, Gotsad. Most importantly, we have confirmed that the Colossus will follow my commands. Did you witness that power? We have realized the 1,000-year ambition of our ancestors, and once again harnessed the divine might of Alexander. Yes, Grand Vizier, all of Urhgan will bow to the authority of the Empire. Our nation will finally have the undisputed peace it deserves. Your pardon, Grand Vizier. I come with word of the Empress. Speak. Sir, Lady Nashmira has fled the palace. As per your orders, we did nothing to stop her. Humph, so her apparent docility was nothing more than an act. Her destination? We lost her. She managed to elude the immortals? Impressive. My most abject apologies, Grand Vizier. We have soldiers combing every elm of the capital. We will find her. Let her go. But, sir... Nashmira has lost the absolute authority of her position, as well as her two closest companions in the space of a week. Her emotional strength will be sorely tested. If she cannot overcome this trial, I fear she will not be fit to serve the Empire in any case. Sir, there are more important matters that demand our attention. We must first focus our efforts on rooting out the rebellious elements within our own walls. Raban, what is the situation with Lutzov? Sir, he is being transferred to the facility in question, as you ordered. Good. Once he has been dealt with, I will make a proclamation to the people. Then the time has come. Yes, we shall unleash Alexander to defeat the Dark Rider, and then proceed to overpower our rival nations. I assume there are no objections to this plan? There is one small detail concerning the transfer of a prisoner, Lutzov. Explain. Siofra? Hey, Siofra! Are you okay? Uh-oh. She lives! I was about to bring out the repair kit. You were a bit banged up, but nothing serious, it seems. Jumping over the side was the right decision. The ones that stayed on the ship weren't so lucky. I'll check the wreck for survivors. You and the king should continue with the mission. After what happened here, I don't think we have any time to lose. Leave the wounded to me. Musketeer training includes a thorough course in first aid. Ah, I almost forgot. You better take this device, King. Give my best to Rohan Kamidin. Team Leader Naji. Our contact's name is Rohan Kamidin. Kodaman. Rohan Kodaman. Okay, I see. And this toy is broken. But no matter. The king is a perfect guardian. Come, Provisional Jack. We make haste for Al-Zabi. Okay. We're at the lay point, so... Okay. I don't remember really how to get to Al-Zabi from here. I mean, we probably could have teleported and gotten there faster, but we're already on the chocobo, so we're just gonna ride. I can't remember if they have porter chocobos in this game, and by porter chocobos, I mean those that if you rent them, they will ride to a particular place for you. I don't think they do. I think you can just rent a chocobo. But I have tons of mounts. Why would I spend gil running a chocobo? So we are on Treasures of Aht Urhgan mission 41. There's 48 missions, so we made progress with a few. I don't know if we're going to be able to finish all of them tonight. I don't think so. It'd be cool if we could, but I think it's going to be 2 streams. I'm a little concerned about Nashmira or Afma and her puppets. I hope the puppets aren't permanently damaged, because I rather like the puppets. She's cute with them anyway, so. Plus she's just cute in general. Oh, yeah, we're not in Whitegate, we're in Al-Zabi. That's fine. So I have to go to Whitegate, which is... somebody fishing. Where am I going? What am I doing? Slow. Okay, so we're going to the automaton workshop, and that's at I-7. I kind of remember where that is. Where's I-7? Yeah, that's up. And if you want to play Puppet Master Automaton, you'll be spending a lot of time in the Automaton workshop. I did have Puppet Master semi-leveled, I think. I don't think I had it leveled all the way, but I think I had it at least halfway. Siovra, I heard the news from Lady Karababa. You've had quite the adventure already, it seems. Where's the King of Hearts? I thought he was supposed to be with you. Water in the bay! Splishy splashy water! King of Hearts? Welcome, welcome! So good to have you back in Alzabi. Hehe, hehe. Lady Karababa, the king is here and at your service. Huh? The king has come with a present for you. A toy for Lady Karababa. King, this device seems to be broken and soaking wet. Hee hee. A wonderful jest, Lady Karababa. And I'm sorry to correct you, but you seem to have mistaken me for Lady Karababa. I am Rodin Committin. Oh ho! Another marvelous joke. Oh no. King of Hearts? How exactly did you enter Alzabi? I came in through the port, Lady Karababa. Through the port? You mean underwater? You've saturated your starfruit again. You were designed to withstand a certain amount of moisture, but if you jump in the bay... I am fully functional, Lady Karababa. For you, I would jump through fire, water, chocolate pudding? But we should be getting back to the mission. Hide and seek, search and destroy. Loose off, here we come. Oh, well, you see, King, Lusov has been taken outside of the capital to another holding facility. To teach him humility? Might as well play the part. Change plans, Lady Karababa? Not to worry, my dear King. We've taken care of everything. Nizal Isle is in the ruins of Azadal is his new location. Azadal? We have Rodin Committin to thank for this information. This rhyming thing is hard. How does she keep it up? Wonderful news! Rodin Committin is to become commended. Oh ho! Ho ho ho! Too right you are. He's earned a shiny gold star. Oh dear, that was terrible. But we must make for Nizal Isle. Never dip in splishy, splashy water. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. We can't take the king along with us in this state. He'll bring the entire imperial army down upon us. Are you ready to go, Lady Karababa? Oh ho, oh ho ho. Just a moment, King of Hearts. I'm just going over the charts. Siofra, I'll do my best to keep the king occupied and out of your way. Unfortunately, that leaves you and you alone to break out Lusoff. Do you think you can do it? Can you rescue Lusoff alone? It defaulted to not likely. I'm gonna say leave it to me. I knew you'd come through for us, Siofra. Here, you'll need this. This is the secret route Lusoff and his captors took through Nizal Isle. Travios was almost killed obtaining this information, so don't let his effort go to waste by being careless. Lady Karababa, now Isle is this way. Oh ho 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 ho! Please, King, one moment more. Ah, I know. First, I believe I need something sweet before we undertake this chore. Sweets before the mission? Yes, something tasty and sweet. I think I recall a lovely shop just down that street. Sweets are best for the weary soul. Whew. Right then, Siofra. May Otano's fortune find you. Okay. So we go to Nizal Isle, which we can get from the thingamabobby. Technical terms, you know. Oh, we have something coming up. So right now I have Signet on. I'm going to get sanctioned. So let's run downstairs and find the right person to get sanctioned and get my refresh. Because I got plenty of points. Want to receive sanction. Refresh. Okay. Yeah, it only lasts 2 hours because I haven't ranked up at all. I really should do assaults one of these days so I'm no longer private second class. I'll tell you what, if we end up having another wait till next game day, we'll do an assault. Oh, there's other people here. Okay. In the portal. Okay. Proceeding with the Aht Urhgan mission, Path of Darkness, will prevent you from entering Salahim Sentinels until the mission is complete. Do you wish to proceed with the mission? Yes. Letting the Sandorian spy live was the right move, it seems. It has all unfolded just as the Grand Vizier predicted. And so, you have come. A pity. I always respected you, Siofra, but such are the twists of fate. The Grand Vizier has decreed that your time on this stage has come to an end. Hee hee hee. 1, 2, 3. At 50 Imperial gold pieces per. Siofra, this level assistance just cost you 150 Imperial gold pieces. What is the meaning of this? That's what I'd like to know. This employee still has a pile of tuition fees to pay. If I let her come to a messy end here, I'm losing out on a lot of cash. You worry for a few measly coins? If you stand against me, your entire company is at stake. Oh, I'm shaking in my booties. Need I remind you that my company has the personal backing of an empress? Times have changed, foolish Mithra. My help is expensive, Siofra. Better take care of this quickly if you don't want to spend the rest of your life paying it off. For the Sentinels! I should have, I think I should have, okay. Get my trust out now? Okay. Runic Seal I-9. Okay. Where's that Runic Seal? Runic Portal. Activate the blank target. Check for I-9. Oh, this one? Runic Seal. Okay. Okay, so I don't know if I can get my trust out now or if I have to go through this. I'm probably going to. Only nearby party members. Okay. Okay. Because I read something about they're going to aggro right away and you have to keep Naja alive. So I don't know how quickly I can get my trust out. And now IO route fades into nothingness. Okay, she's right here. Okay. Does wait for you now. This shouldn't be hard, I don't think. It was just I was worried about... Yeah. This is a problem. Alright, there's Naja. Nice bust. Oh god, I can't hex a strike because they're all dying. Okay. Where's Naja? Oh, she's in. Okay, she's fine. Yeah, this is fun. Busting so much. Look what happened. Amnoth became Soulflayer. Wait, I cannot let you pass. Oh, we got Persona and Alright, we got it. She was going, wheeze! Wheeze! Not possible. Yeah, someday I'll have to do a Blue Mage quest so you can see more about how your backstory, because it's interesting. I will not allow for the Grand Vizier. I will stop you for my Rasfod. Amnoth, my dear immortal lion. Your part in this is over. You have earned eternal rest. Ew, now this is an interesting development. My tail is twitching all over the place. Listen up, Siofra. We run in different directions and meet back at the office. Now! Siofra, one day I shall feast on your soul. One day. Okay, so we go back to Whitegate. No longer cursed, I'm paralyzed, so... I went the wrong way. I should go the way I know how to go. Are you sure nothing happened while I was away? Yes, President Naja. It's been perfectly peaceful and quiet. I don't think there's a single person in Aht Urhgan who would be foolish enough to make trouble for Salahim Sentinels. I really thought the Immortals would have been breaking down the door by now. The Immortals? Great Valara! President Naja, what on Urhgan happened to you? Siora, what on Urhgan happened to you? You've been gone so long I was starting to get worried. I wouldn't want anything happening to such an important investment. I mean, after the debt you racked up out there, your welfare is of prime importance to my purse. So, you're fine. I'm fine. We're all fine. It all just seems a little bit too perfect. I'm half expecting a squad of Immortals to drop down on us from the ceiling. What? Ah, that reminds me, President Naja. Reminds you of what? I completely forgot to mention. Lady Athma is waiting for you in your office. You forgot to... Lady Athma is here. 1,000 pardons. She said she wished to speak with you directly, so I asked her to take a seat and served her some chai. Why is she trying to force the door? It's not locked. Yeah. She's in her white again. I need to speak with you, Naja. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. Akiba, show some respect. Of course. Not to me, you great blockhead. It's not his fault, Naja. Akiba was never told. That's no excuse. He deserves to be flayed for showing such a lack of etiquette towards a guest of noble blood. I beg your forgiveness, your magnificence. Your magnificent... Pull it together, Akiba. I know, it's a shock. Even I was overwhelmed the first time I met the Empress. I mean, it's Her Magnificence. Yes, ma'am. But when the slip of a girl changes the tone of her voice from teenager to all-powerful Empress right before your eyes... So, Royal Puppeteer Athma is also none other than the benefactor of Salahim Sentinels and the beloved leader of Aht Urhgan. Hey, what are you two whispering about? Well, out with it, Akiba. Yes, your Akiba? Nothing to be concerned about, your magnificence. Mercenaries are trained to sleep anywhere, anytime, if an opportunity presents itself. How curious. Mercenaries really are quite amazing. Not to change the subject or anything, your magnificence, but I thought the Salahim's Officer Academy might be the safest place for you to take refuge. I'm sorry, Naja, but I couldn't just hide and cower while you were risking your life. I'm so glad you're okay. You are too kind, Empress. I feared for you as well, Siofra. If I hadn't run into her on Nizo Isle, there'd be one less mercenary on the company roster right about now. Why? Why were you even on Nizo Isle, Siofra? Allow me to explain. After receiving the Luminian dagger from your magnificence, I dispatched a mercenary to Nizo to investigate. Ah, that's what the dagger was for. As we discussed at the Academy, the block we believed to house the Iron Colossus was under heavy guard with restricted access. I I wonder if that's where they moved Lusov. After scouting the place myself, I believe it to be so. I see, but why was Siofra there? Well, I located a single unguarded passage and, thinking a patrol had gotten careless, took the opportunity to proceed. That's when I found Siofra in a standoff with an immortal. Siofra was already there? Searching for Lusov without my authorization. Oh, you were looking for Lusov, Siofra? Thank you. You are too generous with your praise, Your Magnificence. Neither Siofra nor myself succeeded in rescuing the Admiral. But still, you both put yourself in harm's way and did what you could. You have no idea how much that means to me. Once again, you are too kind, Your Magnificence. Empress, what shall we do? Even if I marshal with full strength Salahim sentinels in an effort to destroy the Colossus or rescue Lusov, I don't think we can force our way past those defenses. There is another way. Once, when I was a child, my mother took me on a trip into the depths of Niza Isle. You went to that insanely dangerous place on a mother-daughter excursion? I was never in any danger. It's nothing more than a single hop if you know how to use the transporters. But why would you want to go there at all? It was a special place to my mother and father. I'm sorry, I don't really remember much of that time. What I do remember clearly is my mother holding up this mithril mirror in the transporter to send us directly to the innermost chamber. The mithril mirror was so pretty that I nagged her constantly until I had a horde of them in my bedroom. So, all you do is hold it up in the transporter? As far as I know, and since my mother said it was our little secret, I'm fairly sure my brother isn't aware of it. But if you should use a transporter and suddenly appear in the midst of a battalion of immortals, you would all be captured. That's why I never mentioned it before. Salahim Sentinels laughs in the face of such peril. If your magnificence would permit me to use this mithril mirror, I could assemble my mercenaries and set out on a mission to destroy the Colossus. We could even rescue Lusov while we were at it. If only we had time to prepare for such a mission. This wouldn't have anything to do with foreign airships exploding over the Rajan woodlands, would it? Yes, that airship was lightly struck by the legendary divine spear of Alexander. The age of judgment is almost upon us. Then, what do you propose we do? I would go myself and attempt to persuade my brother to disable the Colossus. I love how her tail reacts. I will entrust you with another mithril mirror. Your mission will be to rescue Lusov. I am your humble servant, Your Magnificence. But are you sure of this plan? Perhaps it would be safer to you if you were to execrate Lusov instead. If I fail to convince my brother, the only other way to shut down the Colossus is by using the external controls. And I am the only person trained in operating such controls, thanks to my mother's education in automaton programming. It was as if she knew such a day would come. Very well, it will be as you command, my Empress. I am the Empress no more. Yet even without that authority, will you come with me, my mercenary? Go with Nashmara? Of course. I knew you wouldn't disappoint me. Would you hold the mythical mirror for me, Siofra? I feel safer with the mirror and myself in your capable hands. Now that that's settled, let's see about averting this catastrophe. Yes, there's no time to lose. The Iron Colossus should be found in the place encompassed in the energy of astral caduceus. Let's go, Siofra. Watch over us, Ovjang, Menjing. And Rishvi, lend us your courage. Okay, what time is it? 9:30. I don't know, we might finish this tonight. Okay. We got to go back to Nigel. Yeah. You can now proceed with the Aht Urhgan mission, Nashmara's plea. Do you wish to proceed with the mission? Yes. We have received an update from a patrol boat in the Guru Blue. A force of close to 50 airships has been sighted advancing on Aht Urhgan. So, they have come. This would explain the appearance of a cluster of dots on the control panel display, wouldn't it, Gossot? Yes, Grand Vizier. They appear to be moving slowly and keeping some distance from each other. They obviously fear the destructive power of the main cannon. Can we handle them all? We focused the energy of the cannon when destroying the previous target, but perhaps this time we should lure the enemy vessels as close as possible and then fire in a diffusion pattern. There's a good chance the entire fleet will be obliterated. In any case, we need to wait for the cannon to recharge. Very well. Let us await for the arrival of the Armada and provide Alexander with a fitting tribute. We have guests. You're just in time for the fireworks, Nashmara. I came to speak with you, Rosvad. Speak with me? I see you brought your pet mercenary along for the conversation. Siofra is here as my friend. As you wish. Now, what is it you wish to discuss? I want you to stop using this automaton as a weapon of war. Phew, I should have known. Nashmira, you looked forward to the completion of the Colossus as much as anyone. This is true, but that was before I learned more about your attentions from Siofra and Lusaf. If you use this machine to summon the spirit of Alexander, the world will be plunged into Ragnarok. In the space of a single night, the Empire will be reduced to a smoking ruin, just like the Azadal civilization before us. Ragnarok? You disappoint me, Nashmira. The servants of the underworld have poisoned your mind. The might of Alexander will flood Urhgan with divine illumination and bring about the eternal peace for the Empire. This will be the true Age of Judgment. Ragnarok was merely an example of how our ancestors failed. This time, there is nothing to fear. The astral condensances that form the heart of this colossus have been created using the latest Imperial technology. We will not repeat the mistakes of Alzadal. Razvad, do you truly believe you can impose your will on a god? And even if you could, the peace such a god would grant us is nothing more than a farce. Our nations are formed from a gathering of individuals. It's when these nations learn to cooperate and live in harmony that we can learn the true value of peace. The gods bless us when they recognize the efforts we have made. Ever the idealist, little sister. Do you not see how our empire is suffering? The authority we once wielded has all but evaporated. Our enemies constantly test our defenses, sniffing for the slightest hint of weakness like a tiger stalking a wounded Merid. Our citizens stand on the brink of oblivion, and you must learn to accept certain sacrifices in exchange for your salvation. Please, Razvad, I know that even Siofra here would be willing to speak on our behalf. We must try to negotiate with the Middle Lands once more. It is far too late for that. A fleet of airships from your precious Middle Lands approaches even as we speak. If we do nothing, Alzabi will be engulfed in a sea of flame. Who knows how many of our people will die? The cogs of war have begun to turn, and there is nothing either you or I can do to stop them. But we can! Nashmira. I am resolved to be remembered as a villain in this chapter of history. You need not let it concern you. But I will tolerate no further hindrances. Razvad! Listen to me, Siofra. I have failed to persuade my brother to change his course. But we cannot allow this colossus to unleash another divine spear. Can you see that control box that Ghassad labors over? I have seen it before. It's much like one of the animators used to control a normal automaton. If we can somehow gain access to that box, we should be able to operate the colossus from the outside. All I need you to do is distract them for a moment. Oh gosh, we're going to fight Alexander? What do you think you can do, mercenary? Your pitiful efforts will change nothing. Raban. Sir. Ah, Siofra. Long have I waited a chance to devour your essence. Okay. I don't really remember this fight. I think I remember it being hard, but that was before they raised the level cap. So, before we do anything else, we're gonna rest here and get our MP back. And I'm gonna shift in my chair because my knees are hurting me. Oh, gosh. Don't get old. Nah. It's better to get old than the, alternative. So, yeah. But, yeah. My knees hurt after a while of sitting in this chair. So, what time is it now? It's 9:40. We might finish this tonight because, we have this big fight. We do have a 45-minute limit for the fight, but I don't think it's going to take that long. And then after that, there's just a bunch of cutscenes. So we might finish tonight. And I think instead of Valara, I'm going to use Mchuchu for this. Because I assume we're going to be fighting a blue mage and Alexander, so we're going to do magic. And Mchuchu is a rune fencer, so it's good against magic damage. Rumir faced nothing. Okay. Oh, he's using Azure lore. Not good. Oh, we got him. This might be a real easy fight. I don't know. Might die. And I'm like, I'm gonna need. Do I have a vial elixir? I don't know. Did we get him? Behold the power of my Eldritch Gaze. I will carve the soul fresh from your bones. Ugh, has the god granted you the miracle you seek? Alexander, why do you not respond? Your control lever, what is going on? I am Alexander. Tremble before me. Worship my greatness. That voice, it echoes within my skull. I don't understand. The Colossus is not responding to external commands. No, it cannot be. I shall ascend to the heavens. Rosvad? Gotsad? Out of my way! Ojang! Meijing! Lend me your strength! Okay. Oh, Ragnarok is playing. That is the literal name of the, Okay, we need to erase. And we're gonna rest up. I think they wait until we rest up, so... Yeah, this song is called Ragnarok. So it's going to be interesting what this fight is like. I do have a vial elixir I can use, but I'm going to save it just in case we need it during the fight. it's boring watching me rest up, but I'd rather play it safe. Yeah, I do have my surroundings right now. Star ring, we can put a different pairing on. Star ring. All right. Garban is dead. Dio'd it. I don't think I wanted to Dio. Let's try this. Can't shoot you is a good choice. Okay, I'm not going to read what it said while it was fighting. Tremble before me. Worship my greatness. Tremble before me. Has it stopped? You don't tremble enough. Upjang? Upjang, Meijing, thank you. Siofra, I did it. I took control of the Colossus. I never could have done it without your distraction. Thank you, Siofra. Now we have to get my brother out of there. Aphma. Lusov? You okay? Thank Valara. Look, we shut down the Colossus, and Alexander is gone. There's no one left to fight. There's no need for Odin to take you over. Lusov, you're finally free. Be careful, Aphma. Odin yet lurks within me. Oh no. Aphma! Those who fail to worship will be judged. Alexander! Ha 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 ha! Excellent, my knight. Thy rage is most pleasing. Once there was a meeting of two great masses. Odin, once again, the age of judgment has come. Thy demise will be swift. Thy words ring empty. I shall shower the earth with the shards of time, thine iron shell. Is this the dawn of Ragnarok? 13, 12, 11. Thou seek to unleash divine judgment, and Gunnar shall pierce thine intent. Yeah, that's not blocking. One, an entity of dark. Six, 5. One, an entity of light. Two, your collision gave birth to a violent storm. The storm rose towards the heavens and burst into a million fragments. One. You mustn't do this. No. Where am I? Nashmira. Rasvad? Do not fear. I will not allow these deities to destroy our beloved Aht Urhgan. What are you talking about? Your voice is so weak, Rasvad. I wanted to see your smiling face one more time. Don't go! Farewell, Nashmira. No, don't leave me! Rasvad! Rasvad! Rasvad. Nash. Why dost thou sheath thy blade? My knight, dost thou defy thy lord and master? Aphma! There are yet many things for you to accomplish. I will not let you perish here. Oh, Gordius, or whatever. Great Odin, Lord of the Underworld, I have defied your will, and yet I live. Why? Why do you spare me? I relinquish this pseudo-life of mine to the girl, Aphma. It is time I return to serve you in the halls of Valhalla. Aphma? Husov? What happened to me? Merciful Odin. There is more I would say to you, but my time here has drawn to an end. Husov! You have a future before you, and it's not your future alone. The citizens of the Empire and of Ephrabad, you carry the burden of their hopes and dreams. Don't you leave me as well. I will follow you anywhere. You are surrounded by those who care for you, the people of Aht Urhgan, the highest general to the lowest foot soldier in your army, and, of course, your trusted mercenary, Siofra. You're right. I must be strong. I will be the empress that Aht Urhgan needs. Never lose that spirit, Aphma. It seems my next battlefield shall be the sea of the underworld. Okay, I'm not crying. You're crying. Siofra. We have neglected our duties for far too long. Aht Urhgan is waiting. Okay, I might need a minute here just to dry my eyes. I couldn't remember what happened, and I didn't want that to happen, so I'm a little verklempt. I'm okay though. I'll be fine. Okay. So now we go back to Whitegate. Oh! President Naja! Siofra! Shut your trap, Akaba. Now's not the time for your yapping. Well, I never. That was rude, even for President Naja. Did I hurt your feelings? Tough. We're about to face the biggest challenge in Salahim Sentinel's history. If we're not prepared, not one of us will see the year out with our skins intact. Yes, ma'am. And you, Siofra. You think the battle won? Think you won? I could say, I'm pretty sure I won, or I could say it's not over yet. I can say it's not over yet. Looks like you finally gulped down a dose of reality. And it's a good thing, too. There was, besiege happening next door. The troll mercenaries just left. So, yeah. And it's a good thing, too. We're about to enter a war zone that will decide the fate of this company. You see, we've had an imperial messenger from the palace. I have been formally invited to a coronation ceremony to reinstate Her Magnificence. What's more, I'll be rubbing shoulders with members of the royalty, nobility, imperial army officers, not to mention ambassadors from across Urhgan. Just think of the possibilities, the business relations I could nurture. Mercenary life is the life for me. I'd almost forgotten, Siofra. I was asked to bring an escort to a ceremony. Now who should I go with? Drill Sergeant Ron Jalotz is busy with the academy. Aquaba is busy minding the office. Who am I kidding? You know as well as I do what that request was all about. Her Magnificence is still a simple girl at heart. You showed your mercenary medal out there on Nigel Isle, didn't ya? Did you show your mercenary medal? I could say I sure did, or I just did my job. I'm gonna say I sure did. Hee I knew I could count on you. Well, you better get preparing for your visit to the palace. If you show up late to the ceremony, I'll have your hide for a throw rug. Okay, so, we need to put a special gear on. One of the pieces you could wear is a noble tunic, and, which I happen to have one, and we need to take our weapons off. And I'm going to take the throwing, I don't think that counts, but I'm going to take it off anyway. We should be good now. Yeah, one of my other characters had a noble's tunic, and it's a good piece. So I sent it over to this character, so she could use it. Yeah. That while we're in cutscene. Presenting Naja Salahim, President of Salahim Sentinels. Also of Salahim Sentinels, presenting an ordinary person and preventer of Ragnarok, Siofra. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. The coronation ceremony of Nashmira II, the 16th Empress of Amajab Dynasty, will now commence. Let us begin by offering our praises to Lord Alexander, the guardian of the empire for 1,000 years. Master of Ceremonies, Your Magnificence, it's not yet time for your address. We shall dispense with the formalities. We wish to speak with our guests directly. But, Your Magnificence, this breaks with customary protocol. This is our second coronation, and we shall do as we please. Of course, Your Magnificence. Her Magnificence, the Empress. This girl? Why, she's barely more than a child. Ladies and gentlemen, silence for the Empress. My distinguished guests, many and varied events have befallen us, and we are certain there are those among you who hold little love for the Empire. Yet despite all that has come to pass, you have chosen to bestow your blessings on our coronation, for which we humbly thank you. Traditionally, we would hold a grand ceremony that would span the entire nation. However, as we desired your presence and acknowledgement, a somewhat more intimate setting was devised. The noble families, high-ranking officers, my business opportunities, dignitaries of the Middlelands, we regret the fear and confusion the hostile actions of our empire has caused among your nations. We also wish to express our most profound grief at the loss of life during the incident with the destroyed airship. Lift your head, Your Magnificence. The crew members and elven knights aboard the Endymion were indeed badly injured in the crash. But thanks to the swift actions and expert first aid of Musketeer Naji, not a single life was lost. Truly? Then you must allow us to dispatch Imperial alchemists to aid in their recovery. They are highly skilled in regenerative procedures. We gladly accept your offer of aid, Your Magnificence. Empress Nashmira, I would like to discuss your intentions regarding the future relations between the Empire and the Middlelands. A worthy topic. However, I believe our first step will be to rebuild the conditions that existed between our nations before recent events. You wish to return to an initial state of mutual non-aggression? Yes. The Beastman forces threatening the Empire have not ceased their assaults. And despite the standoff, our war with the Eastern nations continues. It is impossible to know when Aht Urhgan will once again have a time of peace. You fear that if we should strengthen our ties, that the Middlelands will be drawn into your conflicts? You are correct, Monrelay. You must not be so defeatist, Your Magnificence. Gesho, I must apologize for my late arrival. Gesho, we are glad to see you back from your journey. You are too kind, Your Magnificence. Your letter to the Mikoto has been safely delivered. That's where you gotten off to. Yes, President Naja. I hope you might forgive my unauthorized absence. Were you able to gain an audience with the Makoto? You may speak freely, Gesho. This news concerns everyone present. As you wish, Your Magnificence. The Mikado responded with these words. It will be difficult to negotiate a peace at this time. This was not unexpected. However, the Mikado also stated he would raise the matter among the Council of Lords. The East is a land of tradition. The Mikado is not free to act as he pleases. Any decisions will require long consideration. The same may be said of the Empire, if I may be so bold. You are quite correct, Gesho. A sudden imperial order to cease hostilities could spark a rebellion within our eastern forces. I humbly offer my continued services as a conduit between the Empire and the nations of the East. I await your orders, Your Magnificence. Thank you, Gesho. Phew, someone's moving up in the world. I have Siofer to thank for my fortunes. I see Your Magnificence has begun the peace process on all fronts. Yes, we hope to ratify a treaty of friendship with Middle Lands, even as we negotiate a peace with the East. Are we not forgetting one rather colossal problem that remains? The Iron Colossus. Yes, it still remains on Nizo Isle, although badly damaged. Which means the Empire can give no guarantees that this doomsday weapon will not one day be repaired and used to threaten the peace of the world once more. The only solution to this dilemma is to destroy the device under the scrutiny of those present here today. Would you not agree? Yes, that would be the obvious course of action. Except there's more to it than just an inanimate shell. Perhaps you would let us in on the secret as well? We have detected a warp in the fabric of reality within the central core of the Colossus. A warp in the fabric of reality? What are you saying? Allow me to illuminate. It appears a giant scrap heap has become an astral gate. An astral gate? I hear a portal to the underworld exists in this land. In the house on testing grounds, I believe, but my information is secondhand. Yes, that rent is how Odin entered our world. I would make this gate to be a similar aberration, a link between the world of the avatars and that specific location. Would it then be possible to delay the destruction of the Colossus? It seems we have no choice. Who knows what may happen if we tamper with such unpredictable energies? Excellent! Then Witness wholeheartedly agrees to maintain this fascinating rent. Who knows what developments in magical knowledge could be made in this endeavor? And my interest in the astral cadences is as strong as ever. The Empire thanks you. Sandoria also gives her consent. Prince Trion has promised our full cooperation. Oh, Prince Trion has always believed in us. I will take the matter of the Colossus home to Bastok. The President must be consulted. However, I will give Bastok's blessings to your coronation. You hardly require our permission to regain control of your own empire. Dear Volker, The Duchy of Juno agrees on the condition that the Colossus be kept inoperable to ensure the safety of our airships. Of course, we wish to have the full assistance of the Middlelands in understanding this phenomenon. And now we shall finally commence the coronation ceremony. And who shall have the honor of bestowing the crown? We have decided. Will you perform this last duty for us, Siofra? It will be my pleasure. Definitely. I'm not going to say I cannot accept this honor. I'm going to say it will be my pleasure. Thank you, Siofra. Gatsan, the crown, if you please. Gatsan? The crown? My apologies. The crown has been melted down. I needed a pure scintillant ingot. Melted down? Have you lost your mind, man? There were parts that had to be forged. I'm sure the Empress will understand. Yeah, my mouth is dropping open right now. Oof! Might you not be a little more gentle if we're recently repaired? Amazing! That was a lovely nap. It's good to see you, Nashmara. Oh, Jing! You have earned your pardon, Godside. They look as good as new. Wait, we did not give any commands. How is this possible? It's no big deal. It's a very big deal. These automatons were old models. They didn't have an independent functioning of current Puppet Master automatons, and were never able to talk without direct manipulation. I took the liberty of installing high-grade memory chips that were recovered from the ruins of Alzadal. As soon as I had completed the repairs and enabled the circuits, they started babbling like a dam has been broken. Nashmira, that gaping look is not becoming of a young lady. Shouldn't we be getting on with the ceremony? Of all of our irresponsible. Rosvad? It appears Meijing still retains some memories of his first owner. We had almost forgotten. Siofra was about to bestow our crown. As you can see, the metal has been put to a more practical use. Siofra, your blessing will be all the crown we require. You have our eternal gratitude, Siofra. As do you all. And now, my most trusted subject, Naja Salahim Suan. Your Magnificence. On the occasion of our coronation, we once again officially authorize Salahim Sentinels as a legitimate mercenary company of the Empire. You honor me, Your Magnificence. Furthermore, we award your company with 1,000 Imperial Platinum pieces. 1,000 Platinum? Naja, it is thanks to you that the capital still stands at all. Your Magnificence. The mercenaries you have trained, not the least of which is the heroic Siofra, have faced endless dangers in the protection of Aht Urhgan. I have already commanded my ministers to comply with your request for independence for your home nation of Zua. We trust you will make good use of a coin you received today to ease the poverty of your people. Your generosity is overwhelming, Your Magnificence. And finally, we have been saved from a cataclysm of Ragnarok, as well as a war between the Middlelands and the Empire. This peace would never have come to pass if not for the courage and actions of Siofra. We do not know how to repay you such feats of heroism. At the very least, we wish to present you with your choice from among the family treasures of House Majab. It would please us for you to have one of these rings. Siofra, the choice is yours. I wrote this down. I think I'm going to give the Balron's ring. Yeah. Magic accuracy. And then an assault has mind care, charisma, and adds refresh effect. It's only level 50, but it might be some good in assault. This was the ring worn by Balron, the most celebrated hero in the history of Aht Urhgan. Will you choose Balron's ring? Yes, I've made my choice. The others weren't very good, so... A fine choice, Siofra. Nashmira presents you with Balron's ring. Siofra. From this day forward, we will be focused on learning the mountainous skills required to properly perform the role of Empress. There will be no more time for our adventures, but we are glad to have had the opportunity to meet you, Siofra. I know that emote. That's a dope emote. I don't know if they have it in this game, but they have it in 14. We hope you continue to be Aht Urhgan's champion. And perhaps, one day. But no, it cannot be. Farewell, Siofra. Honored guests, let us show you our warmest appreciation for our heroes, not just Salahim and Siofra. Your support for Anya May and Naji has been invaluable, Siofra. I thank you on behalf of the Republic of Bastok. Prince Treon sends his regrets at not being able to attend and also at missing the opportunity to fight by your side. And Dr. Santoro also sends her regards. She says, "Don't think that fate is done with dealing your cards." Ho 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 ho. Siofra, as a fellow mercenary, I look forward to sharing the same battlefield with you again sometime, somewhere. Here, take this as well. Meijing hands you an Imperial Standard. Your continued support for Nashmira is most welcome. She is a hope for our uncertain future, true treasure of Aht Urhgan. Okay, we have one more cutscene to do, and then we are done with Treasures of Aht Urhgan. I really didn't expect to finish it tonight. I thought there was more left than there was. I knew we were getting close to the end, but I didn't think we were that close. Look at you, standing there all pleased with yourself. I guess you feel more like the president now, do ya? Hee. I think you're letting the Empress's favor go to your head. Within this company, you're still nothing more than a private second class. That's still more than a few ranks below my position of mercenary general. But you know what, Siofra? I have to admit, you brought in some sizable rewards from the palace over the course of your career. When it comes to ranking in the profits, I do believe you're on par with yours truly. Do you remember this little trinket? Go on, take it. You can think of it as a reward from an empress, as well as an acknowledgement of your president. And just so you don't forget, I've engraved my signature on the inside of the rim. Now every time you put it on, you can experience that swell of gratitude. What a happy day for ya. An official thank you from Her Magnificence and the recognition of your beloved president. You might even say this is the peak of your mercenary career. If you choose to ignore that rank on your badge, of course. I wouldn't be surprised if you were looking forward to an early retirement and the start of a brand new life. Looking to retire? I could say nothing would be sweeter. I could say why stop now? I'm going to say why stop now because I am going to do assaults eventually. So yeah, why stop now? Valara, I hate to think what we'd do without you. Zip it, Akuba. But, this was your last chance to break free of Salahim's sentinels. But still you chose to remain with us. Even though the funds funneled into Salahim's sentinels have been drained by our investments in branch offices and advertising fees. Even though we've been losing profits to penalty clauses paid out to contracts we couldn't fill for lack of manpower. Even though our coffers have been sucked dry, you chose to remain with this company. Is that your final decision, Siofra? I could say I'm out of here or loyal to Ben. I'll say loyal to Ben. Why not? Well. You definitely got some guts, Siofra. Better brace yourself for what's coming next. Akraba! Yes, ma'am! Report for recent fees incurred by private second-class Siofra during the course of her duties. Yes, ma'am. Private second-class Siofra incurred the following support and rescue fees during her duties on Nizal Isle. Black Halo, 230 Imperial Gold pieces per use, 23 uses. Subtotal, 5,290 Imperial Gold pieces. Hexastrike, 220 Imperial Gold pieces per use, 29 uses. 6,380 Imperial Gold pieces. True Strike, 175 gold pieces per use, 37 uses. 6,475 Imperial Gold pieces. President Naja, did you really use this many abilities during the battle? Of course not. These figures include all the skirmishes I had to fight before I found Siofra. I'll tell you what, I'll let you have the lesser weapon skills for free. Next! 2 bows of Sutluck +1. 3 cups of Imperial Coffee +1. 5 ballads said Vici +1. Oh, what is all this? I had to eat something to keep my strength during that exhausting foray. That comes under consumables, right? Next. 1 square of remora cloth. 1 square of scarlet cloth. Free sapphires. My attire didn't come through that tussle unscathed. Tailoring fees. The total so far comes to 98,000 imperial gold pieces. Of course, when you calculate the accumulated interest... Oh dear, oh dear. I can't bring myself to say it. And that's where we stand. Hee hee hee. Ah, my dear private second-class Siofra. Looks like you and I will be continuing our working relationship for some time to come. Now that that's been settled, break time is over. Take your dut red and rear end and scoot on over to the commissions agency. Pronto! Naja Salahim doesn't surrender her most valuable pawn so easily. Okay. That's it. We finished. Because, our status should be, let's look. Missions, Aht Urhgan, Turn a Mercenary. Yeah. Yep, that's the last quest. There is an after quest. Apparently I haven't looked up it, how it's done. We'll look at that for next week, maybe. I'm going to go into quest and objective list and tutorial and missions Aht Urhgan. We did Aht Urhgan 5, yes. We did Aht Urhgan 6. Oh, capacity point bonus. Okay. That's it. Okay. So, yeah. So that was Treasures of Aht Urhgan. I really liked it. Ahma is, or Nashmara, if you want to call her that. She's very cute. And, yeah. I'm sad what happened to Lusov. Maybe the after quest will explain more. I can't remember. You know, it's been 12 years. But yeah, we need to finish for the night. It's been late. It's been late. It is late. So, but it's been fun. So I hope you enjoyed watching. I don't know if anyone was watching live. I don't think so. But you're always welcome to watch the video on demand. It'll be up for a week. And then next week we will see about the after quest. And if not that, we will start... Well, continue Wings of the Goddess. We just started to unlock campaign to unlock a company for campaign, but we didn't get very far in it, so we will do that, and that's the plan. So tomorrow is Final Fantasy 14 night. We are going to be doing at least one run of Mount Rockin'. And I'm not sure what else we're going to do, but probably some roulettes. But we'll see. We'll see. So have a good night, good day, good morning. Take care, stay safe, sleep well when you do. And I will see you again. Thank you. Bye. I got to get my keyboard over here. I had it on my, off my desk. All right. Where's my mouse? Okay, I will see you guys. Bye. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And if you want more video game fun, follow me on Twitch at Althea Valara.